We're looking live at a beautiful fly-in to Everbank Field in Jacksonville. But even if you close your eyes, Brock, you'd still know exactly where you were by the rallying cry of the Jaguar faithful in the stands. Time for teams to start making moves towards the postseason. Here we go in Week 11. Here's a return from the 7. He's got a lane up past the 30. And a good return here as he gets it out past the 35. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10.
Hey.
Here's ETN to begin the drive. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. Give him around 6. That's going to make it 2nd and 4.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid gain, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to. Because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
Hey, kill!
Now Lawrence on the play fake. That is caught by Brian Thomas Jr. And he pushes this down to the 42 before going down. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs.
You know what I like about that, Kate? I like that they're not coming out slow. They're willing to go with some looks here that will yield big yardage down the field instead of just settling for dinking and dunking the ball.
They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42. Lawrence throwing here. Bateman hauls it in. And he's brought down at about that 27-yard line. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
A new set of downs awaits him. Here's 1st and 10. He'll give this up the middle to ETN. What a hit! He gets flattened to the ground. Solid 4-yard gain there, and now they've got 2nd and 6 coming up.
He'll expect more from himself on those type of plays, but there is nobody that's going to complain about that one. If you can do math, 4 plus 4 plus 4 equals a first down.
2nd and 6 coming up here.
11, Agate.
From the 24. Has it down close. And he's able to get it to the 2 before the stop. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets him up with 1st and goal.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
Hey, Ron!
This drive has been excellent. A few shots now. It's starting with 6 as they come up on it. 1st and goal.
11.
ETN will not get past the line. He's held up at the 4.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
Hey, easy.
Backed up to the 4-yard line now. It's 2nd and goal.
Here we go, sir.
From the shotgun, Lawrence. The Broncos get to him here. He's brought down. And they're headed in reverse after that sack.
Kate, I've seen a one-step drop. I've seen a 3, a 5, a 7. Some of the boots and play actions get more depth. But a 20-step drop? That's not going to cut it. Except for this defense, it just adds a whole bunch of negative yards to that play.
So now, here's 3rd and goal.
30 left. On red. Go, go. Hot.
Lawrence now off the play action. Escapes the pocket. And even on 3rd down, he sees no choice other than to get rid of it. Not the play they wanted. It's going to be 4th down.
You hear so many programs all around the league talk about it's all about the ball. It's all about the ball. Well, discretion, the better part of valor in a lot of cases. And right there, he understood it's all about the ball, and I'm not going to risk a turnover, wisely throwing it away.
And that one is not where he needed it to be. It is off and no good. And we continue to await our opening score of this ball game.
Goal to go, and to come away with nothing. Zip, zilch, nothing. It's not all on him for missing the kick. He could shoulder the blame with the 11 other guys who couldn't find the end zone on 1st, 2nd, or even 3rd and goal.
Now the first run of the game for Javonte Williams. And he's brought down for a loss.
Supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Offense to the line for 2nd down. Now Nix. That's complete. It's Javonte Williams. He's corralled after a modest 4-yard gain. Devin Lloyd on the tackle.
Just get this guy touches. I don't care how. I don't care when. Just find unique ways to get this running back the ball, and over time, he's going to make you pay.
A less than ideal 3rd and 8 here. Shotgun snap to Nix. Throw complete to Williams. And he'll go down after fighting his way to the 32.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep it short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
Here comes the Broncos punting unit. And he'll punt it away to end a disappointing opening drive. He punted 4 times last week in the win, and his first of this week is away. And he's hit before he can get anything on that return. No return on that punt. And it'll be Jaguars football. First and 10 from the 41.
Hey, Lion! Silver!
Fakes the handoff, now to throw. Connection made, Travis Etienne. And the tackle's made just beyond midfield at the 48. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only one? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
First and 10, ball set up at the 48. Now he'll throw off the play fake. Complete out to the right side. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a first down.
I love throwing on first down. And when you see a first down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
Hey!
They're set up at the 35 now.
Here we go. Hey, Jupiter!
First down throw, Lawrence. Throw left side, complete. And they haul him down just a foot or two shy of the red zone. Big gain, 14 on the play. And that's a Jaguar first down.
When you see play action, do all you can to get your eyes to the tight end, because that's their bread and butter. That play action gives him time off the line, helps chip a rusher, or even helps sell that fake. And then when he releases, he gets out, he gets some leverage. He gets to that edge before the defender can cover him.
On first and 10, here's Lawrence. And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. It brings up second down.
Let's go. Riggs! 11. Here we go, son.
Sticking in the air with Lawrence. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And that pushes them back. Third down coming up.
That sure ended up being a worst-case scenario. Pass rush just kept coming and bearing down. And he was looking for an escape that wasn't there. It's just one of those plays in hindsight, Kate, where you really got to understand, I got to cut bait, cut my losses, and avoid such a negative play.
So not an enviable spot here as they come up on third and very long. Lawrence working from the gun. Throwing deep for the end zone. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Picked up Brandon Jones. And the Broncos are going to have it after his second interception of the season. I don't know what to be impressed by most, Brock. How effortless he made it look to throw it that deep, or how effortless the cover man made it look to get that far down there and haul in the interception.
How about we just marvel at both of them? You call a deep pass like that again on the next play, it could go to the end zone. But this time, it is a takeaway.
They're out and set, first and 10. Here's Williams to start the drive. And this is pushed ahead for a gain of 5. Devin Lloyd on the tackle. We're at the end of one in a defensive showdown that has lived up to its billing thus far. Hopefully no shortage of excitement coming up in the second. Back to Everbank Stadium in just a bit. We're back, and it is Broncos football as we resume. They've got 2nd and 5. They stay on the ground with Williams. And he'll be met near the line to limit the gain to a yard. That was Jermaine Johnson there to make the play. They hit it to single yard that time. They're going to have to solve 3rd down and 4.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Ready?
3rd and 4 coming up now. Out of the gun, it's Nix. He completes it in traffic. That one gains 7. And the Broncos will have a 1st down.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of 3rd downs just like that.
Okay, ready?
They've got 1st down from the 31. Nix from the gun. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. And the Jaguars will take over as he records his 1st interception of our season. Well, no doubt there was some doom and gloom on the sideline following their interception, right? But a little bit of new life now as their defense picks him up, gets it right back for him.
Hey, I am all for a nice little game of one-upmanship between these two defenses. You picked our guy off, fine. We'll answer right away. See how you follow that up.
It's a new set of downs for him at the 32.
Red on red. Red.
1st and 10, it's Lawrence. Hauled in by Musgrave. They'll get 18 yards there. And that'll be good for a Jacksonville 1st down.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it, adding all the extra yardage.
Offense set for a 1st and 10.
Hey, kill. Here we go.
Working inside the red zone. Gets this to Bateman. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
Go.
Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5.
Hot.
Out of the gun, Lawrence. He's on the move. He almost gets to the 5. He goes out at the 6.
Well, you don't get the 1st down, but I'll tell you this, Kate, that drives the defense and the defensive coordinator nuts. They do everything right, they win, and yet still QB makes something out of nothing.
Hey, run.
3rd and a lone yard coming up.
Sink right. Silver.
From the gun, ETN gets it. And he'll go down shy of the end zone. They mark him at the 4.
Win the early battle. Get a little leverage. Low man wins off the line, and that's all that was needed to ensure that 1st down right there.
This offense in position now. It's 1st and goal.
Hey, easy. Ralph.
ETN can't fight past that line. They stop him at the 3.
Okay, all right. There's a little progress on 1st and goal. You keep it safe, you push a little closer, and now you're set up for what you want to do on 2nd down.
On red.
So from the 3, here's 2nd and goal.
Check.
One more time with ETN. And he runs it across. Touchdown! The Jaguars parlay the interception into points. Travis Etienne, the touchdown. So, Brock, this offense starting to find its rhythm a bit as they finish things with a touchdown there to give them the lead.
And the key word there that you said is finish, because you want to have that mindset, even early in the game, that field goals aren't going to cut it. So that's great work to make sure they finish with 6 points.
Taylor has it on the tee and is ready to send it flying. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Drive begins with a run. It's Williams. And he found some running room for a nice gain. It's a solid 7-yard pickup on first down. Now they're going to have 2nd and 3.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
Second and 3 now. Another run for Williams. And he's just spinning his wheels, man, this entire first half. They drop it behind the line.
What was supposed to move the chains, or at least make third down easier to handle instead? It did the exact opposite here, Kate. Now makes this third down a whole lot trickier to figure out.
Jaguars with an extra defensive back out there, third down. Throwing from the gun. It's another first half mistake. He's intercepted again. And it's a touchdown as he brings it back for the pick six. Thrown at the depth where linebackers come into play in coverage, partner, and sure enough, one of them jumps it and takes it to the house.
You say that. You know what I think about? I think about the depth finder on my fishing boat. You're absolutely right. This is where these linebackers love to lurk and could do some serious damage.
Patterson tacks on the extra point. And the Jaguars double their lead to 14. A quick chance at redemption after that pick six as it's sent away. Kickoff taken at the 3. They'll bottle him up as he gets the return to the 30. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Straight ahead with Williams. And he'll bowl his way ahead for a 4-yard pickup.
You know, that's a good run right there. Keep the offense on schedule. If he can average that type of yards per carry, this guy's going to be more than all right with letting him lead the show.
Second and 6 coming up here. From the 34. Chased out to his right. Throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass. This one misses the tight end. And now they're going to face third down.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
No connection on the last play, and now it's third down. Nick Snad to throw. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the defense comes through. That's going to back them up and bring up fourth down.
These defenders, they can just feel it. You're up a couple scores in the game, and you know what the other side is starting to do. They're starting to press, and you're going to start to see a little bit more pass. And that's when these defenders pin their ears back. They get home, and they create havoc in a sack just like that.
We've got a stoppage now. There was a player shaken up on that return, so we'll take a brief break as they tend to him. The Jaguars in a good starting spot for this drive. Coming up, 1st and 10.
Lion.
Inside handoff goes to Etienne. And he's able to reach that midfield stripe after some solid running. Good rip on first down. That brings up 2nd and 2.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run in crossing that first down marker.
Now Lawrence on the play fake. On the move, headed right. And the cover just too good there. Didn't find a throw that he was confident in, so just throws it away. 3rd down coming up.
Look at how well the coverage held up on that play. Even as the QB escapes the pocket and buys extra time secondary, well, they got real sticky, stayed tight, and forced the throw away.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down.
Hey, 11.
Out of the gun, a give to Etienne. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
If only this defense could look like that on every play, Kate. They were angry, motivated, focused, and they took that anger out on him and this offense, forcing a 4th down.
Jacksonville in punt formation. The Broncos have Marvin Mims deep to return. He was only needed twice in last week's win, and he gets this one away. That hits at the 9, but nobody around to grab it. It carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Give to Williams from the gun. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Pickup of 8 on the run, and that sets up 2nd and 2.
That does not show up on any explosive stat sheet, but let me tell you, Kate, that's the real deal right there. You run for that kind of yardage consistently in the NFL, you do set yourself up for success.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. From the gun, a carry by Williams. And he takes a shot near the marker, but it looks like he still has enough for that 1st down. Nick's looking to throw. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. His first target doesn't lead to his first catch. So that brings up 2nd down.
Can't cover it much better than that. Really well covered, Kate, on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. He fires one deep down the middle. Oh no, they get him yet again. Picked off by Andre Sisco. And the Jaguars get the football as he makes his third interception of this season.
You know, Kate, once you've thrown a couple picks, it's easy to become check down Charlie, right? Just throw it underneath and not take any more risk because you don't want to throw what he just did, his third interception of the game. It's time to protect the football at all costs. And if not, well, that backup better get ready.
It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. Now they'll throw out of the gun. And down he goes. The Broncos got there. The Jaguars are going to call their first time out. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
Even though there's a lot of game time left here, Kate, this just feels like a must for the defense. A little bit of desperation. You cannot allow this offense to find the end zone again, in a massive sack on first down. Well, that's the right way to begin this series defensively.
Let's see what they dial up on a second and very long.
Red on red. 11.
Another try following the sack. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. Good little rip there. Looks like about 6. Drew Sanders that time on the stop.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you could depend on.
Defense looking to defend the marker on third down.
24. 11, Agate. Here we go.
From the shotgun, Lawrence. He has the first over the middle. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. And a lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
New set of downs for him from the 46.
Hey, go, go! Go, go! Hey, kill! Kill! Hot!
Now Lawrence. He'll get this to ETN. And they'll bottle this up after a 4-yard gain. Drew Sanders that time on the stop.
Some certainly do it better than others, Kate, but every running back in the league today has got to do just that. You cannot be a one-dimensional back in the league anymore. You can't. You got to be able to handle your business, both toting the ball as a runner, and really importantly as a check-down outlet on short throws.
They come to the line here. This is 3rd and 6.
Hey, easy. Route. Silver.
Here's Lawrence to throw. He's throwing deep to the left side. Incomplete pass, and we're down to 12 seconds remaining. Couldn't find Brian Thomas Jr. on that throw. And it's 4th down. 4th down punt upcoming. Here's Torrey Taylor to put his leg into it. And he wants to hit his second effort just as well as he hit his first. He broke 50 on his first punt and looks to have done the same here. Ooh, some excellent English on that punt. This one makes it all the way to the 6 before the team touches down. Probably looking at our final snap of the half here on 1st down. All right, no more excitement here in this first half. He kneels this one down. Both teams head to the locker room. That's halftime of this contest. We'll join both teams in taking a short break. More of the NFL on EA Sports in just a moment. Back from the break, I'm Kate Scott, joined by Brock Heward, and we are just moments away from the beginning of our second half. Taylor has it on the tee and is ready to send it flying. Return coming from the 6. And this drive will start inside the 25. After that return, he's looking pretty banged up out there. We're going to have a stoppage as team personnel comes out to look at him. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10.
Let's go now.
Going left side, Williams with it. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. They pick up 20 yards there. And that'll be good for a Denver 1st.
Best run games in this league at balance. Can run it inside, and as they just showed right there, doing damage on the outside.
A jolt to start that drive. They're up near the 45-yard line. 1st down, and they go right back to him. And he gets taken down immediately right at the line of scrimmage. No gain there that time, and it's 2nd and 10. Throwing here, Nix. Oh, brother, it's another interception. Jevin Lloyd making the play. And the Jaguars take over. Not an interception by the reigning Defensive Player of the Year. Well, you kind of had a feeling, bro. To be passing early and often, coming out of the locker room on the losing side of things, right? And that coverage, man, they knew it too. Right there to make a play on the very first throw.
Yeah, no doubt, I think in any of our minds, they knew a throw was coming defensively, and that's fine. You could know it's coming, but you got to then go out and execute and take it away. Played right into their hands, and now a chance to add to this lead.
We'll have him gain up about a handful there. Brandon Jones up for the stop. 1st down play, nets him 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5.
A humble 5 to 6 yard gain on the ground. Not a huge gain, not a game-changing play by any means, but one that keeps you on schedule and takes some of the starch out of that front 7.
Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5.
Great job.
ETN again. And he's able to get this down to the 36. It's a gain of 5, and he's just short. So that's 3rd and less than a yard.
You gain that kind of yardage in the run game, and you're going to gain the trust of your offensive coordinator. Plays like that, runs like that, set the table for everything else in the playbook.
Third down, Lawrence to throw. Caught by the open man. And he drives it close to the red zone before going out. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your 3rd downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
A new set of downs forthcoming. It's 1st and 10.
Heavy.
On the run, it's ETN. And the plunge up the gut yields nothing there. Call it no gain on that run, and they face 2nd and 10.
As that linebacker makes that tackle right in the middle of the field, all I'm thinking about right now, Kate's training camp. Because that's the middle drill right there. That is textbook. What you do in training camp, coming to life when it matters.
Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground. Gonna have to wait a little longer for his first catch of the game. So now it's going to be 3rd and long.
Well, he needed another second to deliver the throw he wanted to. You got to give a lot of credit that time, Kate, to the pass rush for getting in and forcing him to dish it before he was ready.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have third down here.
30 left. Red on red. Red.
Back to throw. Here's Lawrence. And he's there to send that one away. Incomplete.
Read and react. Read and react. Read and react. Got to read where the quarterback's eyes are going. And you got to react as he begins to throw to get to a spot and knock it away.
Koo able to put it through. And that one was hit great. It sails on through without incident.
Here in the third quarter, he gets a chance to make up for the miss on his first attempt of the game. This time, well, he is totally dialed in, and he gets this one to count.
Taylor has it on the tee and is ready to send it flying. Patterson now to return it. And he's brought down inside the 20 on an uneventful return. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Up the gut they go with Williams. He finds space for a few yards that time. Devin Lloyd on the tackle. Give him a few yards on that run. It's 2nd and 7.
Hey, not a bad play by any means, but there's room for more, and they know it.
Second down now, 7 to go. From the 21. Got Williams, and it's complete. And he's out of bounds beyond the 35-yard line. It's a great pickup, 16 yards, and now they've got 1st down.
To this day, I can still see the faces of the big guys in the huddle. When you call a screen like that, instead of them just getting knocked backwards, they get to be salesmen. They get to push those linemen downfield and then tee off and go hit somebody like they did right there.
Markers reset, ball at the 37. Pass play on 1st and 10. Brought in right side. And they're going to bring him down just on the other side of midfield. Give him 13 on that play. And the Broncos will have a 1st down.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a 1st down.
1st and 10 from a yard shy of midfield. On the handoff, this is Williams. And he's able to work this down to the 41. It's an 8-yard pickup, and they're going to have 2nd and 2 next.
I'm not kidding you, Kate. A run of that length at the NFL level, honestly, is the equivalent of a run of 15-plus at the high school level. It's hard in the run game to make yards, and they just got a very successful one.
On 2nd down, a run with Williams. And this defense offering no room at all up the gut there. No gain. Former #1 pick, Trayvon Walker on the stop. No gain on 2nd down, and they need 2 here on 3rd.
These linebackers of today, they are so quick. They're so twitchy. You don't get a body on them in a hurry, they're going to stick you right at the line of scrimmage.
3rd and just 2 to go. He's got it on the bootleg. That's caught for the 1st. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They get 28 out of that play. And that'll be good for a Denver 1st.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On 3rd down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity, and man, did he make an impact play.
Williams now on 1st and 10. Oh, he gets clobbered behind the line.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Picked off by Tyson Campbell. And the Jaguars have it now on his 8th pick of the year. Oh, man, Brock, they decided to air it out in pursuit of a touchdown that time, but it's intercepted, and the visit to the red zone comes up empty.
And that one stings, Kate. It really does. You have a limited opportunity of looks in that close, particularly as we get through the second half. But once you get, you have to finish with points.
Gets it ahead, has about 5 yards. Marshawn Lattimore up for the secondary for the stop. Halfway there on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Fans love the long ball in baseball. It's like they got the home run derby. But you know what? Talk to managers, and they will tell you small ball can win too. Singles and doubles, you add them up, you could win a lot of baseball games. Football coaches will tell you get runs of that length. It may not be a home run. It may not score points, but it can do some serious damage.
No gain on the play, and it leaves them with 3rd and 5.
You want to see the term read and react with a little video in the football dictionary? That's it.
Hey, Ron.
Here they come. This is 3rd and 5.
Think right. Silver.
Lawrence working from the gun. Connects with Bateman. And he'll be taken down, but not until he reaches that 45-yard line. Give him 11 yards, Brock, and a fresh set of downs.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
Here's Etienne on first down. And without much room to work, he has a minimal gain on the final play of the 3rd quarter. 3 quarters in the books from this one. It's not quite over yet, but it'd take a pretty miraculous comeback. We've got a 3-score game as we get set to start the 4th quarter. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9.
Hey, easy. Route.
They go right back to Etienne. And hopefully a bit of a wake-up for their ground game. It's a solid pickup there on the play. It's a gain of 6, and they only need half of that now on 3rd and 3.
When you don't have great success on first down, Kate, it's a little bit like a hitter in baseball falling behind in the count. And all you want to do as a hitter is get back to a fighting chance. Give yourself a better count. That play, well, it does the same here. Now a much more manageable and opportune 3rd down situation.
All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Lawrence to throw it. Complete beyond the marker. They touch him down as he finds enough to pick up the 1st.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum and keep that defense on its heels.
It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. Now we give to Etienne running right. And hopefully a bit of a wake-up for their ground game. It's a solid pickup there on the play. Give him 5 on that carry, bringing up 2nd and 5.
13, move. Easy. Here we go.
They'll try it left with Etienne. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
I talked to a bunch of different GMs, Kate, especially around draft time, and they all say the same thing. Linebackers are so hard to find. It's hard to transition from the college game that's in so much space to this game where you've got to play in a phone booth, yet have that explosiveness to chase a play on the outside down like that linebacker just did.
That's taken in by Etienne. And they have this well into the red zone now at the 15. They get 13 on the pickup. And that's a Jaguar 1st down.
Every time I see one of those angle routes, I think back to my day 1 install. Rookie minicamp in the NFL. Texas, angle route. 49ers of the 80s, they were making hay with it then. And the running back still doing it to this day.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Jacksonville. The Jaguars put up even more points in a win. Travis Etienne, the touchdown. Patterson able to connect on the point after. And the Jaguars make it a 24-point ball game. Taylor has it on the tee and is ready to send in flight. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. They're out and set, 1st and 10.
Let's go.
Here's Williams to start the drive. And they're going to drag him down after a decent gain. He gets up to the 36. A nice 6-yard pickup. They're going to have 2nd and 4.
That's what I call a rhythm starter right there. Being offenses love execution of plays like that on 1st down, Kate, because now that playbook is wide open. All options on the table for 2nd down.
Buying some time right. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Picked off by Tyson Campbell. And the Jaguars, they're going to take over after his 9th interception of the season. All right, and for those of you keeping score at home, that is the 6th. Yes, I said the... time they've intercepted it this game.
And I'm glad you repeated that, Kate, really, because I think a lot of people watching might have heard 6th and assume they were wrong. That is a staggering total for any defense in any single game, and it doesn't come without every member of their defense doing their job. Even the ones without the stats and the interceptions, they've done their part in pressure, they've done their part in coverage, and they've done their part to put together one of the best defensive days I've ever seen. All I could tell him there was good luck. You get a safety all over a run like that, they could just smell it like a shark with blood in the water. And you feel fortunate if you're even able to get back to the line of scrimmage.
On 2nd down, it's Etienne. And the hit stops him cold. Wow, he maybe got back to the line. He didn't get anything on that run, so struggles on the ground, leaving them with 3rd and long.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard running backs say there's just times you got to run in the darkness. And when linebackers fill that hole like that right in the middle of the field, he ran right into the darkness and the pain of that linebacker.
Gun. Silver.
Throwing is Lawrence on 3rd down. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Picked off Brandon Jones. And the Broncos get the football as he makes his 3rd interception of this season. Well, Brock, if you like defense, you are loving what you're seeing right now. Consecutive drives that have ended in interceptions. It's become a real defensive battle.
Well, let's see here, Kate. We got 1, we got 2. Do I hear a 3rd interception in a row? I'll tell you this right now. These defenders, they are squashing that thought that defenders or offensive guys are bad hands because they're making it happen, taking the ball away.
And they needed more than one defender. Their powerful runner stopped for just 1 yard.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get 1st downs against the better defenses in this league.
Here we go, 2nd and 9. Finds him over the middle. And he pushes this down to the 42 before going down. 16 yards on the play. And the Broncos will have a 1st down.
I'm sure coach and play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42. They go with Williams on a counter. And he powers through the middle for a gain of 4.
These are the kind of runs, Kate, that just soften up a defense. Keep working on them, keep working on them. And eventually you're going to break one of those counters for even bigger yardage.
Second and 6 coming up here. They stay on the ground with Williams. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
Throwing the out route complete. They gain 14 on the play. And that'll be good for a Denver first.
Kid, I can't tell you how good that is. Anticipating the outcut, having the ball on the way before the receiver's head even turns, he puts it on him so that receiver can easily get out of bounds for the nice gain.
They'll keep this drive moving and come to the line for 1st and 10. Straight ahead with Williams. And he's brought down for a loss.
We take a break from his regularly scheduled programming of pass coverage duties to see him add in a little contribution in the run support. And his teammates, you can just see the body language. A little nod, a little grin. They'll welcome the reinforcements every time.
Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Buys time, rolling right. And a nice gain here, but it stopped short of the first. Looks like we'll have a pause here. An injured Bronco out there and in some pretty obvious pain after that play. All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Nix from the gun. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
You know, I often say there is a fine line between aggressiveness and carelessness. And when you throw into double coverage, well, it can go either way. That time, a tremendous catch by his receiver on the other end.
All right, all set up now. 1st and 10. Out of the gun, it's Nix. Escapes out to the left. And he just gets rid of it. Knew he had a couple of plays left. Didn't want to take a risk there on 1st down.
He did exactly what he was supposed to do on that play. Felt the pressure and escapes the pocket. After that, it's on somebody downfield to get open and give him a target. No one did, and he simply has to get rid of it.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Touchdown, Denver! Now, this one has been a long game, no doubt. But, hey, something positive to look back on there.
But they didn't quit, Kate. And I know that sounds a little cliche at this professional level, but it really is an important thing. This one will still hurt, but they showed some execution and fire.
And the Broncos offense isn't leaving the field. Looks like they're going to go for 2. He's throwing for it. And he makes the catch, so hope not entirely extinguished just yet. Still a little glimmer remaining as that makes it a 2-score game here late. The kicking unit on now for the Broncos, and they're ready to send it away. Return starts at the 3. And look at this return. This return makes it up to the 37 as he's tackled.
At their own 37-yard line.
The Jaguars in a good starting spot for this drive. Coming up, 1st and 10. Here's ETN to begin the drive. It is charged towards the line. That's right around 3 yards.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
Red on red.
From the gun, ETN gets it. And they'll make the stop up at the 46-yard line. A solid gain of 6 there. It's going to be 3rd and just a yard.
They'll come away happy getting that type of output on most run plays. It's a sign, well, they're getting some good push up front, and this running back is seeing the lanes and paying them off.
Setting up for the kneel down on 3rd. So the Jaguars come away with the win in this one. And they carried some of that winning football from last game into this contest. Now a modest little win streak blossoming for them, Brock. They've got 2 in a row as they get out of here with a victory.